Hello, Internet. We are doing...
Internet?
Yeah, Internet. Well, it's on the Internet, isn't it? Well,
I suppose it's not hi guys.
because I don't like saying
it's
hi,
not
guys.
Hi YouTubes.
No, I want to change it. I want to make
Right,
it different. So,
interest.
hi, Internet. We just finished doing a commercial shoot, doing some hero shots, and we've got awesome RaRa in today, who's got straight hair. I don't know if you guys have seen it with straight hair before. And we wanted to show you the setup because it's looking really cool. We've got this awesome new grunge wall. Peter hasn't started his screen flow.
I'll do that in a second.
Okay.
I'm going to hand over.
Okay. Yeah, we've got this awesome new grunge wall that Peter's made. His old couch, he's got any fancy new couches at home, and we're incorporating that into this look. But Peter will go through the technical and the lighting setup, because that's not my forte. I'll throw it over to Peter. Oh, no, I won't actually, because
Why?
I forgot to add that I'm not too sure actually when, this should be up on YouTube soon after we film it, but by the time it's up, I'm not sure if we will have spots left, but in the chance that we do have Melbourne workshops coming up very soon. So if you're interested in that, you can click the link in the description. And also, as always, we will have links to Inspire in the description, where there is, what did I count the other day? There's over 350 videos on Inspire. I think that's what I
thought you were
said.
bad with maths.
I am, but I can remember that I looked at it and there was a lot of videos on there, some of which you haven't seen on YouTube or any snippets of. T-shirts are also down there, because everyone always asks about Peter's T-shirts. And all the gear that we use is, as always, listed down in the description. Is that all that I need to run through? I'm sure I'm forgetting something, because I always forget something. I think that's all though.
And this is Tuesday, you should see her on a Monday.
I think that's all I have to say. So maybe now I'll throw it over to Peter, unless I forgot something. No, I'll throw it over, it's fine.
Okay, so earlier we were doing a shoot, and it's all about shoes. This is just one picture I can safely grab for you, and I'll show you through our lighting what we did for that. We have done a little bit of work where I've brought a chair in now for RaRa to be on, and I wanted to change the lighting a little bit because we took the chair closer to the wall, and I didn't want the wall to be, it was standing out too much with my early setups. And just clicking through the sort of setups, the first thing was my symmetrics were feeling wrong here. I just felt like it wasn't leading right. So I moved the wall along till I was happy with the angle of where the chair was. So you'll see the chair sitting out here. You'll see we've brought it right back there. But that, to my eyes, was leading the way I wanted it to lead. And then there's a couple of shots where I slowly darkened this down more just by rotating. If you look at the octa box there now, you'll see it's pointed down and across, so not as much light can hit the wall. Then I brought a cutter in against the other wall just to darken the other wall off a bit. It was the last one. Oh, that was the shot. So that was the darkened wall. Sorry, I should jump back a little bit. Yeah, you'll see if I click back here, you'll see these two walls here and here got a little bit lighter. So just by rotating the octa box and bringing that cutter in, I darkened down this wall. In my settings, if I just sort of pretty much take it flat and turn those off, right, this one's just over clipping. Oh, that's just over clipping on this, but this was during our setup. But you'll see that the sort of colors and that, we could have worked a color picture with this if we wanted, but it just didn't suit, because when you're looking at this, all you see is color. You'll notice everything that's attracting you is color. It's not attracting you to boots. But then when you see it, and without the top on, it forces you more towards the solid black boots. So that was the whole idea of having a very busy background, because we've got plain boots, and then using the plain boots to be what's going to stand out. So we've styled it just slightly different, put RaRa up on the couch, just change it a touch, put her into a top, because we've got to be careful doing YouTubes. When we're shooting normally, if something flashes, it's fine, but on YouTube it's not, because, yeah, no, I won't go into that. We got told off last time. So what I'm going to do is I've pre-set up this because we've already shot it commercially. So I'm just going to do a test shot now to make sure everything's right. And then I'll just vary it a little bit. Cool, that's really cool. Oops, cut the feed off. Great for the client. Right, I'm going to move in a touch close, so I've obviously moved back a bit. I have got a little bit of clarity on this. In fact, if I turn off that and that, you'll see that's what it is, and shadow fill. That's what it is, pretty much flat, just be the black and white adjustment, which I've just pretty much used a default setting, which is a little bit of red, a lot of green, and a little bit of blue, when that equals 100. With this, if I was going to do it in color, I'd most likely desaturate it a bit. And then with this, I put a down curve on because it gives that chromier skin. So I've just pulled down that very top. You'll see that sort of chromes up the skin a bit and gets some more depth into the picture. I put some shadow fill in to protect these boots. So that's when a bit of shadow fill came in. Now I could have played around with the curve down here, but I find it easier just playing with the shadow fill up here. Bring a little bit of shadow fill in, and then the clarity I'm using is V1 on focus, so it doesn't sharpen. So just for anybody who hasn't seen this before, and this is one of the reasons I love using my Hasselblad, is if I bring my clarity in, see how it doesn't sharpen. All it does is localize contrast, and that's why I use it. If I'm using ACR, I can use some clarity, I pull out some texture, and I do some shadow fill with it. I get halfway to what I can get with this program, and then I finish it off in Photoshop. So I'm just going to throw a little bit of clarity, just see how that just gives that slight contrast pop. I like that right about there. I keep saying don't have rules, and I don't have rules, but I have what I like and what I don't like. So what I do, I look at my picture before I start shooting properly, and I could always crop this a bit, but I don't want to have to. So I can see the two edges of the walls here. So I'm going to come in just a bit tighter. I've got plenty of room above her head to do that. So it's the first thing I'm going to do is just come in closer a little bit, and frame this up. Cool, that's really nice, that's pretty as. And then I'll just come back and check my picture, so it's just an edge of that. I'll live with that. In fact, I actually like it. It's left like a film edge on it. In fact, I really like what I fluked there. Love the flooring in there. There's one dot of white down here, and I know I'll Photoshop it out, so I'm going to take it. So that little dot bugged me. Lots of other things won't bug me, but that dot bugged me. I think that's it. I think I'm happy with everything to do with that. How much room have I got above? No, right close to it. So I'm right on the edge of overexposing, so I'll just leave it as is. I see plenty of detail in the boots.
Question, why did you get rid of the white dot if you knew you could just easily Photoshop it?
I'd rather fix it than fix it in Photoshop. Well, you can see this dot, it just stands there. I'm definitely going to remove that in Photoshop, but it was so much easier to run over and pull it out. And if I had a client use 5 pictures, that's 5 removes that I don't now have to do. Fair enough? Cool. So now I've got this right. I'm going to take one more shot, and then I need to get my module right. So it's always tougher when we're doing this for the model once the video comes out, isn't it? Yeah, it's like this. Because normally when we're working, it's pretty much a client and us two, and that's it. There's nobody else around, but when there's video cameras, it's like the whole world's watching me. Cool. So we're just going to shoot a bit. This is not going to be a long tutorial, this is just a real quick one. I'm just going through what I've got. It's a Profoto D2. We have a 1.5 octa sitting in here.
Did you say B2 or D2?
A D2, sorry, not B2, D2. R2D2. I'm not into Star Wars either. This is aimed here. So it's aimed down here, we're lighting RaRa this way, and because the power of the light's coming this way, we aren't getting the power light on the back wall, which was enabled me to be able to turn down the power on the back wall with RaRa leaning in as much as she's leaning in. I was going to try and bring in another light, but I couldn't see why. Sometimes we just add lights for the sake of it, and I was going to bring another reflector in. I kept looking at the picture going, it doesn't need anything. This black cutter is just to darken that edge of the wall, and the tilt of this light like this has darkened this edge of that wall. That's all I needed. It's already given me that pop for RaRa in the middle. So now we're just going to work like normal. So this might be a little bit more of you seeing how I work, and because we've worked together for so long, that's cool, just in there. So normally the first thing I do to get a model working well is shoot quick, because they start just drifting around. That's lovely, that's awesome. It's really cool, really cool. Eyes. Now, and another thing, because RaRa and I work so much together, we have little background stories we can talk about. So there was a video of Kate Moss that she's seen and I've seen, where Kate Moss just goes from 47 to 21 just in her face. Her face just goes young, and it's this ability that she has. If she thinks young, she turns young, and RaRa's managed to learn this little trick herself. So, and we want that more, that's really pretty, that's really pretty. Cool, cool. Just want to check one thing. I'm finding, I think it might be a camera thing, sorry. I just flicked back to one of our setup shoots that both of us liked, and RaRa's legs were just different to what they are now. I just felt that the legs feel, if I click from there to there, see how it feels more conservative and insecure? I'm not all digging this. I liked her legs being a little bit more confident. So without getting RaRa to walk over here, because she'd have to take the boots off to do it, if you can just move your whole leg parallel out a bit, that's it, that's all. But no, don't have to spread your knees wider. It's just, yeah, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that has a different feel to it now. Cool. And it's nearly like a stretch arm down too. That's better, that's really cool. That's really cool, that's beautiful. Cool, cool. That's really nice. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's gorgeous. That's really pretty, that's really pretty. Nice. Now if you just watch what RaRa's doing, she's just drifting around, slightly varying the picture each, and every time she moves, her face slightly changes. Cool, cool. I might just check my shots. Yeah, this is so much better. You'll see, because of what she's wearing, we're doing the whole look to look like she's just implied just wearing a singlet and no underwear. She actually has underwear on. It's just pulled it up really high. They're the tricks we do to get shots. But this is giving that really don't give a frig. I'm allowed to use frig? Rats. Yeah, the feel of this is more, I just want that confident woman that doesn't give a rat's, rather than I don't want to be seen. Oh, it's beautiful. I like these. I think we nailed it, RaRa. I think we absolutely nailed it. And even if I just pick a picture I like and we now treat it for color, which you don't see me do very often, I will just bring everything, take everything off. Turn that off. So we're into color, and it was overcooking in the end. That's all right, I've got headroom on this. So I'm just going to clean up my headroom. So the very first thing, I do want to shadow fill this in a little bit. Because it is, I do want to keep this detail in the boots. This is coming nice. I might put a tiniest bit of clarity, yeah, just the tiniest little bit. One of the other things I do a lot is, I might add some contrast. And what I'll do, I'll throw some contrast in until I've got the contrast I want. but now I'm going to desaturate it by a similar amount. So I went up by 22, so let's desaturate it by about 22. Yeah, like that. And that gives me that beautiful contrasty sat look they used to use in the movies a bit. I might pull it even a fraction further off that, and I might put a very small down curve in the top. And bring up my shadow fill a bit. You like the colours? Beck's normally the only Beck or my clients are normally the only people that get me to shoot colour. But yeah, but you'll now notice that you get more attracted into the background, the couch, and less attracted to the boots.
Yeah, I guess, but
for the client,
it's definitely better for like black and white because it shows off the boots. But just for my personal taste.
For my personal taste.
It's all about me.
All about you. Yeah, so these are sort of things I know, and I could play around with the black and white. And one of the things with so many colours in here, there's a trick I do with my black and whites where I will play with the colour balance to tone it. So you watch how much the picture changes by me moving my colour balance around. So I can tone the picture just by using my colour balance, and then I can work out what I want to go darker and what I want to go lighter. I'm thinking in there's quite nice. So I could tone it up like that, but in colour that's going to look revolting, I would say. Yes, absolutely. Although, no, in a fashion magazine would actually use that. If I desaturated that, yeah, so you just saw what I did. By moving my colour balance around, I will change, and then even now if I jumped onto green channel, it would change quite a bit as well. So they're all things that I can do, and this type of stuff is the stuff that I love playing with red, green, blue channels and colour balances. And unfortunately in RAW programs, focus is the only one I can do it properly on. Otherwise I have to go into Photoshop, and then I can play around with my red, green, blue channels. Yeah, hope you're in. Oh no, I'm not allowed to do this. This is. No, you get up. I won't drop it. You get really upset when you don't have your 100 minutes of fame. What's the scratching for?
I'm allergic to myself.
If I touch myself, I get itchy.
No, I've got because of my jumper, my elbows are getting like sweaty, and I'm allergic to my own sweat, so I get itchy. It's really awkward.
Very awkward.
Very awkward person, as we've all come to know by now. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. As I mentioned at the start of the video, all of the important stuff that you need relating to this video regarding details will be like gear and stuff, details, wow, will be down the bottom, and Inspire, workshops, t-shirts, our Facebook group as well. I haven't forgot to mention that one in a while.
I forgot to mention that.
So our Facebook group's down there as well. Anyways, keep in touch. We love you guys. Comments, questions, leave them below, and we will catch you soon.
Later.
Oh wait, no, it's up here. See, that wasn't very smooth. There we go.
Oh, there's a nice outro. Here we go. Here's the outro. Into black.